I love that fucking car. Especially because I only paid like $1,200 for it. I drove the fucking wheels off that car. The only reason I got rid of it was my cousin hit me up and asked me if I had a spare vehicle. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I got the Taurus. And he was like, well, what are you doing with it? I was like, I don't know. I was like, either keeping it as a spare vehicle, I was like, or I might sell it. And he was like, well, what are you trying to sell it for? I'm like, well, it's still a good vehicle. I was like, so I might try to get, at least 1,000 to 1,500 for it. And he was like, oh, never mind. Charges set. And I'm like, why, man? What do you think? I was just going to give you my car? I'm like, why? What's up? And he was like, well, last chance. So basically it was a friend of his daughter's, or no, sorry, it was his niece. And her car had just gotten totaled, and she's in college and was working full time. So like without her car, she was fucked. So he was trying to find a decent car that he could get really cheap. That he was basically kind of looking for a piece of shit that he could put a little bit of money into fixing it up just to make it good roadworthy. And so I ended up selling him that car for like fucking $200, $300, some shit like that, so he could put a little bit of money into it to get it. And I was like, if I give you this car, then it's basically in great condition. You won't have to do nothing to it. Just give it to him. And he still wanted to do some work on it because it's his niece, and he didn't want to leave her in a bad.
Oh my god, that was good.
I sold it to him cheap, and he put about